everybody, it is Vicki.
And Dana.
Dana is our friend, Dana Jasmine. You probably have heard us talk about her before. She's always in the chat on the channel. Dana House of Rocks, H-A-U-S of R-O-X-X. We will have a link to her Instagram and her stores down below under this video. She's our dear friend that is here at our house, and we're gonna be doing another little vintage video. It's kind of like a bonus. So Dana sells a lot of the same stuff that I sell. In fact, she picks some amazing stuff, and she usually comes over here to take photos and use our photo studio at least every couple of weeks. So, and she like shows me her stuff and makes me jealous, and you know, we do a little show and tell. So we figured we'd do a show and tell on camera this time and see if you guys wanted to see any of the stuff. So here we go. I haven't seen any of it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All right. So I have a little antique shop that I frequent, and there's always a ton of great vintage. And the lady always takes my offer on everything that I want and what I offer her. So everything in this that we're about to show, I got for about $6.80 a piece.
A pretty good average.
And so I got 40 items.
And you photograph and list your own items, so you're not adding labor on top of that. So I talk a lot about, I sell, most of my stuff I pay, you know, anywhere from bins pricing at $2 or $3 an item to $4 or $5 an item. But then I do pay a lister, Crystal, my unicorn wonderful lister I talk about, $3 an item to photograph and fully draft and measure items for me on eBay. So at minimum, or I should say maximum, I'm paying, you know, $7 to $8 per item. So you're already right there, you're paying under $7 no matter what. And all of these items, I bet they're probably really good. So
yeah, they're pretty good. Okay, first up we have a vintage terry cloth sweater.
Oh, that's pretty. Sweater weather.
Sweater weather.
So the brand is Oak Tree, which isn't anything specific or anything special.
Not particularly special.
Made in Taiwan, so this is definitely going to be like a, I mean, you can tell by looking at this, this is an 80s, like an early 80s kind of fabric.
Late 70s, kind of a surfer.
Yep, that striped surfer vibe. It's definitely thick and textured terry cloth.
Absolutely.
Very fun. Very surfer, kind of like, I don't know, Beach Boys kind of thing.
There's the label. Okay.
So what would you price that one at? She prices a lot like I do.
Yeah, that one I'd probably price around, yeah, I don't know, 60 to 70.
Yeah, that's what I'd probably do. About 75 bucks.
Okay. Next, there's a lot of maxi dresses in this haul, and some of them are handmade, some of them are labeled, but here is one of the handmade ones. I think this one is.
Yeah, I like that. So the top is like this satiny nylon polyester with kind of like this crisscross bust, a big metal zipper going up the back, and we have, it's like a cotton skirt. It's a full maxi, and you've got almost an empire waist here, and a 3/4 sleeve. This is fun. This feels like a nylon, almost like you'd find on nightgowns from the era,
or
you know.
Maybe bathing suit material almost a little.
Yeah, without the stretch.
Yeah.
Yep.
So. And
then the buttons are actually wrapped in the cotton fabric of the skirt, which is really cool. That's pretty.
Super cute. So
tiny.
I don't know.
Tiny.
Yeah, all of these clothes are relatively tiny. So I don't know. I'm thinking probably around like 80 to 100.
Yeah, that's where I'd be too.
Yeah. All right, there's gonna be lots of polyester, you guys, which I love.
Definitely.
This is just kind of a midi dress with a funky, almost kind of, what do you call it? Neon, almost neon.
Almost neon, yeah. I would say this is definitely an, you know, this is what we'd call almost a cusper. So this is like late 70s as far as fabric, but early 80s as far as like this, like, I don't know, the style of and the cut, and the design is kind of like this,
kind of like a fit and flare.
Yeah,
almost kind of like a like early 80s,
and it almost looks like a
disco-y dress.
Almost, yeah, early 80s disco-y, and almost looks like a paint splatter, even though it's not. It's more like a watercolor floral. Yeah, it's got a little self-tie bow. Cute, very cute.
Super cute. This one, I believe, is one of the handmade ones.
If it is handmade, it's nicely done.
Yeah, all the handmade ones are somebody was like really good seamstress, so.
Unlike us people now, we can barely sew a button on, speaking for myself.
Here is another Maxi Dress.
Yeah, it looks like this person it's all the same, a very similar style, so maybe it all came from the same closet.
I think it did.
And this is another one this is kind of a shiny and it's a little stretchy. So this actually kind of fits that whole like goth pleather looking kind of BDSM aesthetic too. Latex wear. Yep. It's not latex, but that can kind of work for that.
Yeah.
It's got a little brooch pinned onto it, which is very cute. A little vintage brooch. I haven't seen any.
I didn't even look.
I don't know. It's not marked that I can tell, but it works with it. Yep. And I probably wouldn't take it off because it has a pen mark right underneath it, which is probably why it was there, to cover the pen mark.
Right. Yeah, it's a nice brooch though too.
Yeah, it works.
No stones missing or anything.
It has a super high slit in it. So think Jessica Rabbit, like super high slit on the thigh, like very sassy.
And there's a mixture of a few men's things in here along with all the women's. So here's just another, it's just a basic shirt. Again, it gives me that kind of 70s surfer vibe.
Triumph of California.
Yeah, that's
so you've got like the spread
70s.
Collar with the point on it, definitely 70s, yeah. You look at the tag here. If you couldn't tell from the collar, you can kind of start to tell from the tags. Tags from certain eras look a certain way, and it's kind of hard to pinpoint what they look like, but that's a very 70s looking tag.
Cool. So probably around the $50 range for this one. I don't know, I tend to price a little bit higher.
I don't know where you got that from.
I don't know. So this is
cute.
Just super cute. I can see somebody with a little pair of cigarette pants and some loafers.
Yeah, little pair of denim cigarette pants with this. Very, very 60s looking. Maybe even 50s, but I think more 60s. I've seen this brand before by Helene. And little, embroidered rosettes. Very, very cute. It's got a little notch at the waist, so you wouldn't tuck this in. So this would look really great, like you said, with a pair of cigarette pants.
Yeah, super cute. So I don't know, probably around 50 for this one too.
Yeah, I would say 40, 50.
Basic. Here's one that, probably the only one that would interest Katy.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
So it's just the vintage 80s body glove. It's actually dated too. So
1988. It's dated right here under the graphic. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that or not, but if you could zoom in, which is probably gonna get blurry on this camera, but it's 1988 body glove. And it's super neon, which doesn't show quite as well on the camera, but trust me, it's bright. It's not faded.
It's very bright. And this is probably the only t-shirt I think I got because I've pretty much wiped her out of all the t-shirts last time.
Oh, and by the way, this is her little honey hole that she refuses to tell me what it is.
No, not telling. She's got enough sources.
See, we're super close, but yeah. See how she is?
This one I love.
Yes.
How cute is this little go-go dress?
So this is like, I would totally see somebody with some white go-go boots, knee-high go-go boots, or just below the knee. Yeah, love this. Not quite a mini dress, but it would be like right above the knee or right to the knee. It does have a couple little spots on it, but again, I've talked before about this type of fabric. This is polyester. So this type of fabric, you put some stain remover on that, like that. LA is totally awesome stuff. No, don't dilute it. Spray it right in. Scrub it with a toothbrush. Throw this right in the washing machine and dryer. It's gonna come out.
And this one, I don't know if this one is handmade as well.
I don't think so.
There's no label, but the stitching looks.
The stitching
like
looks machine. Yeah, it looks machine serged to me. So I don't think that this one is handmade. If it is, I mean, it was like a very expensive, sewing machine that they used.
So anyway,
really well done.
Didn't notice that, but yeah, super cute with the big daisies.
Love it, love it. Very mod 1960s.
Okay.
This is super bright neon.
We have another Maxi. This one's actually labeled, so not handmade.
So it's got a really pretty, like a mock neck, sleeveless, black kind of a nylon polyester top with a full maxi skirt with a self fabric kind of rope belt. It's like a braided belt.
Braided and fringed at the end. Super cute.
Fringed at the end. And this fabric is this
gorgeous.
This is definitely Hawaiian feel because it's got the flounce, this like ruffle at the bottom.
Almost feels like bark cloth, but not rough enough.
Not quite bark cloth, but it's got this great neon fabric. That print is awesome. And what was the brand on it?
This one is Julie Miller.
Not familiar with that, but definitely check that one out. So vintage. Let's see if we can get a little closer. Sorry, guys. I don't know if that's not going to quite focus, but it's in script. Julie Miller of California. I love that one.
I know, it's so cute.
Yeah, I'd be pricing that one at like pretty high.
What, like 150?
Yeah, that's exactly where I'd put it.
Okay. Next we have, I believe this one's to be handmade as well, but it's a 2-piece.
Oh yeah, double weave polyester.
A little skirt suit, little A-line skirt.
It's got that double knit polyester, not double weave, sorry. Double knit polyester, and that it's kind of like this mint green with yellow, orange, and pink flecks throughout. Get a little closer, you can kind of, there you go, you can see the fabric.
Almost kind of got like a little bit of a houndstooth feel to it.
Almost.
Or something, yeah.
Yeah, very, very fashionable 70s polyester.
Career wear.
Career wear for the polyester girl.
All right, it's cute. So I'll probably list that one around, I don't know, 75, 80.
That's cute, I like that. And it's not super tiny. That one looks like it would probably be like a medium, like a current medium maybe.
Got some stretch to it too. So this is super ugly and I love it.
Anything rainbow sells, guys. Anything rainbow.
So it's just kind of like a, I don't know, like a little jacket, like a
it could like a shirt jacket even.
Topper, whatever they call them.
It's because it buttons all the way in the front, so
yeah,
it could be a shirt. It's semi-sheer, even though it's a thick fabric. It's kind of, you can see right through it. So you'd probably want to wear something under it. It does have a tag. It's not handmade. So it's Stockton is the brand. And it has this big, widespread, pointy 70s collar.
Yeah, everything's got the pointy collar in this bag. So.
Love it, love it, love it, love it.
Cute. Okay. Next I have these in 2 colors.
Oh, not one, but 2.
Not one, but 2. These are so 70s.
Oh yeah.
It's like the gauzy.
Yep, like gauze, like peasant, boho.
This is almost.
Yeah, it's more like a cotton or a linen, but yeah, it's like boho, peasant top.
That's just a Teddy of California. There's lots of Teddy of California out there.
This one doesn't have the tag, but it's the same one.
Yeah, and even I think they even still do.
I think modern. They do still do modern, but more in like a retro look, but not. Yeah. They still make clothing, and it's still made in the USA.
But I love my mom, the hippie, would have worn this stuff.
You would wear that. If that were black, you'd wear it.
If it was black.
If it was black, you'd still wear it. But this is this is still very in. This is a style that someone would wear now. Very boho, hippie, Coachella, flowy, all of that.
Super cute. Love.
Yeah, I love those both.
Okay. This one I think is so super fun.
This is more like not even terry cloth.
It's not even terry, but like
it's like a loop. It's like a knit loop fabric. I don't know how to describe it. It's knit. It's like a sweater. Yeah. It's like a loop knit. But almost like you'd see on a like a Letterman sweater, like the backing to the letter on a Letterman sweater.
Yeah.
Like a knit, like it's got texture to it, and it's the textured loop knit. I'm sure someone's going to tell me in comments what this is called. I know if I were to take the time to look this up, I would know it. But yeah, so it's got almost a mock neck with the zip.
Again, something you would wear with some little cigarette pants and some loafers.
It's got this is a good size too. This looks like
cute.
It would fit up to a large, maybe even an extra large currently, and it's got a little stretch to it. Very cute top.
Yeah. And for this one, I think because it's got such the fun colors and the textures and stuff, I would price it a little bit higher than I normally would, maybe around 70 or so.
I think so too, and because you have a bigger size.
Yeah.
So the larger sizes, as we've said before, it's not that you can't find larger sizes in vintage. You can, you certainly can. Larger size people have always existed. But let's face it, Americans are heavier now than they ever have been, and that's not a dig, it's a fact. So larger sizes are harder to find in true vintage clothing. And because of that, people that like to wear true vintage clothing that happen to not be a size small or extra small, it's a lot harder to find. So you can command a higher price when you find good vintage clothing that is in a larger size.
I don't know, 100% virgin acrylic. That's interesting. I mean,
yeah,
because acrylic's man-made material, right? I mean, so
whatever that
could
means.
it be virgin? Okay, next up we have.
Wow, that's
there's
something.
some really special polyester in here.
This is something. This is women's, obviously. You can
Yeah.
tell. Well, I shouldn't say obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
It's basically, you can tell based on the way the buttons go. Okay, so if you can put your hand in the pocket this way, in behind the buttons this way, that's a women's shirt. If it goes this way, it's a men's shirt. Because obviously florals are still on men's shirts as well. But big polyester, wide collar.
And this could actually be a unisex shirt, I think.
If it didn't button that way,
Yeah.
I would definitely, you could advertise it as unisex.
Yeah.
Double knit polyester, even says on the tag. Textured polyester double knit. Made right in the USA.
Yes. Because, oh, and it's even red, white, and blue. It's very patriotic.
Oh, yeah. Patriotic double knit polyester. Woo, woo. That's great.
Again, because it's so garish, I think I'll probably do this one for about 60.
Yeah, this is fun stuff. So this is the kind of stuff that, yes, it sells well on eBay. Vintage does still sell on eBay and on Poshmark and on Mercari occasionally. But right now, Dana and I both sell on Thrilling and on Etsy. This is the type of stuff that you're going to get the higher priced and more eyeballs on it on Etsy and Thrilling, because that's specifically what they're looking for. They market specifically to vintage buyers. And vintage buyers are willing to pay higher prices for good vintage clothing.
Okay, next we have a men's. This is a Don Loper.
Oh, I still love Don Loper stuff.
Exactly. And I mean, it's nothing spectacular, but it's still got that.
Oh, it's fun.
Got this collar, this dagger pointed collar, and
Don Loper was a higher
slinky.
end, I believe, and this even has like the collar stays in it, so it's not, you know, falling apart. Don Loper of Beverly Hills or Don Loper of California. Very nice. Looks like it even has all the buttons.
Yep. Everything is in like really good
It
shape.
is. I haven't seen a stain except on that one thing that I think will come out.
So I'll probably put this one up for around 50.
This is what Don Loper looks like, the tag. There are a couple different versions of the tag, but they're definitely very mid-century clothing, like 60s and 70s. Not to be confused with mid-century modern, which is more of like the 50s and 60s vibe, which is more that atomic era.
Okay, so this one is probably my favorite piece because it's black.
Yep, right? I was going to say it's black.
It's black, and it's a little coat.
It has a belt.
It has a belt.
It has a tag. It's new with tags, dead stock.
Has a little ruffled lace, you know, crochet collar.
Lavoie.
Which I sell a lot of Lavoie sweaters, vintage sweaters. So, but it's very cute, very on trend right now too.
Oh, this is very gothic.
Yes, exactly.
Very gothic. Look at these little, it's got kind of like pirate fluff, lacy looking sleeves. It has a belt. I thought this was dead stock. That's actually a Deseret tag on it. It says Deseret Industries, size 10. Yep.
Okay. This must be old though, because
I've never seen a tag like that either.
For Deseret.
But somebody originally picked it up at a thrift store.
Yeah,
I guess.
Lavoie definitely is a
because I was looking at that and I knew that this didn't look like it was because it's rolled up, so it looked like that tag it was not necessarily new, but this looked like it was weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's very very gothic,
Super
very
cute.
vampira. Love it.
Or even like the bohemian goth aesthetic.
Dark academia aesthetic,
Oh,
if you will.
Academia core. Anyway, this is just a little ribbed sweater, and the tag actually I think says it is my mom saw this. It's like washable linen or something.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, so
Marbella knits, washable line dry.
oh, that is a linen.
Mom needs to put her glasses on.
Mom, sorry.
Nice try, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ruffled collar all the way around. Again, this is that type of look that was
very stretchy.
This is like a 70s, but then came back in the 90s. This whole kind of like the poet blouse, but with the stretch rib knit, with the sleeve, which is also back now. So I think I mentioned that last week when I was talking about a specific dress. Very 70s, very 90s, very current.
Yeah. So I'll probably put this up for about 50 or so.
Definitely.
Between 50 and 60.
Very cyclical fashion. What was good in the 60s and 70s was back in the 90s and is back now. Good vintage fashion, regardless of the decade, is always going to sell to a certain buyer.
And here we go with Grandma.
My God.
With Grandma's bedspread. Okay. This,
you're going to have to stand for that one.
Yeah, this one is.
Wow.
This one is a full length.
Holy.
Caftan, house dress, hostess dress.
Yeah. Grandma's bedspread.
Absolutely.
Turned into a shirt dress almost. Well, it doesn't go all the way down, but it does have buttons in the front.
And it's belted. There's a belt somewhere attached to it.
Wow, this is
isn't that
this is something.
Oh yeah, here's the big wide matching belt.
Oh, Spectator is the brand.
Yep.
It's a good size. They're calling this a size 20. And it actually does look like not a current size 20, but it will probably fit a size large now.
Maybe even an extra large.
Maybe even an extra large, but large if you want it to fit loosely,
yeah.
Which you probably would with this. But
and
God, look at that pattern. Holy crap. Big wide
so
collars.
So hideous, and I love it.
And then it has your button cuff. So you've got like a three button cuff with like the gold buttons. This feels almost dead stock too. Mm-hmm. Like it has the cardboard tag that is still in place and flat, so this might be dead stock. If it were me, I would probably list it as dead stock.
Yeah,
I take that chance sometimes.
So what do you think, like 125?
Yeah, 125 to 150. That's great.
Cool.
All right.
Oh my God, this is probably one of my favorite pieces. Again, this is handmade. This is a two-piece outfit. And I can't even barely stand it because this is so completely adorable. This is the back of the blouse.
Oh my God.
And this is the front.
Ugh. This is the only one that I've seen that has some issues. It's got a couple spots.
Little spots. But...
And then these are the pants, which are, we've talked about cigarette pants. They kind of have a little bit of that aesthetic as far as they're flat front.
At the top.
And the top, and they zipper up the back. So they're kind of a high waist that will zipper up the back, and they're flat front. They do have a little bit of a pull at the seat here that does look like it was repaired, actually. Mm-hmm. Somebody already repaired them.
Yeah.
But they have a big, wide bell-bottom leg.
And I think these are probably probably hit at the angle or a little bit above.
They're not quite, it's not a super wide bell bottom, but it is a bell bottom.
So I don't know, this just reminds me
of so 60s.
Of like Barbra Streisand Funny Girl, or even something like Phyllis Diller would wear back in the day.
I was totally thinking Jan Brady. I swear there is an episode of the Brady Bunch where Jan Brady is wearing something like this.
I don't know, maybe, yeah.
I don't know why, but this is like in my head screaming Jan Brady. That was the first thing that came to my head.
But again,
Marsha.
Again, well, I don't know. Maybe these seams are not. These look pretty professional too, but
they do. But the inside is not completely finished. Like if you look at these pants,
right? That's why.
That's why I think it's not
handmade.
It might be handmade, but it was good handmade at one time.
Yeah, for sure. So cute.
This
lime green.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to get those stains out, but you know what? Somebody might not care.
Exactly.
I'm not even sure I would try because this is so pressed and nicely done. These were clearly dry cleaned and pressed and on seams and everything. It's in really good shape.
Yeah.
I might not even try to get that spot out of those. I might just disclose it.
And unless you're right on top of it, you can't really even,
No, when someone has this on and this is this bright citrine green, nobody is going to notice that there is a spot under it. I think that they're older spots, so and they look like older grease spots. So the likelihood of them coming out are pretty slim. But I don't know. I don't know if you'd want to try or not.
I might.
A little Dawn dish detergent.
I might with a little toothbrush.
But leave the pants alone because the crease looks great in them.
Yeah. Okay. Next. This one isn't, super...
Not super exciting.
It's browns, fall tones, earth tones.
But nice little bow at the top, metal zipper in the back.
Yeah, super cute little pattern. And
Jolynn of California.
yeah.
Just a little mod, kind of like just a plain, just a A-line.
Little dress.
A-line dress.
Feels almost a little bit like taffeta, almost.
Almost a taffeta, yeah. And it is lined. Does have some staining in the underarm, which again, very common in like vintage stuff, but it doesn't affect the way the dress looks on the outside. So again, you just disclose it when when you're describing it. It doesn't affect, vintage clothing buyers are well aware that someone else has been wearing this crap before and their pits have been in it. It's like, they know.
Yeah, very cute. So.
All of this stuff feels like it's been dry cleaned and pressed.
Yeah,
it's very clean. It's not like it was crumpled up in a ball in somebody's attic.
This is another one of my favorites, probably. How cute is that?
Yep. Little drop waist dress with the pleated skirt, like a little tennis skirt. Little tennis dress. Yeah, you can tell somebody had this done because the pleats are in great shape. A couple little spots on this one in the pleats, but nothing bad.
Yeah,
nothing that's going to detract from.
No, nothing that you would notice, like I said, unless you're right on top of it, because the pattern is so busy. And this is tagged. It's Alice of California.
All the good clothing came out of California.
That's
I'm telling you,
right.
Beverly Hills, California,
Super cute.
where all the good clothing was made.
All right, we have another fun maxi.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh, what is going on here?
So this is that same person that made the other stuff. I'm telling you about
Yep,
the tops.
absolutely.
They liked that top.
Well, it's a good cut. It's probably
Yeah.
very flattering.
So again, this empire waist. So you get the high waist, this hostess dress with that nylon top, and then the bottom is this super fancy glittery.
It's like
gold and
rainbow, iridescent
and navy, and just kind of like this
jewel tones,
jacquard type of fabric.
Very, very scratchy.
And you've got it's got a super high slit on one side. It looks like they tried to pin it, so maybe the slit was too high. They felt it was too high, and they stitched it in one spot, but.
Maybe I'll probably cut that off.
I was gonna say just undo that and make sure the slit goes all the way up.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Love it. This is probably another one that's gonna go for, I don't know, 100, 125.
Yeah. Hostess dress again. Hostess is really popular. This is the kind of stuff that they had, fondue parties and key parties and things like that at the house, and that's what the woman of the house would wear. That and those fancy caftans. That's what they'd wear in the 70s.
Sit down in your conversation pit
and chain smoke Pall Malls, filterless, of course.
Here's another super cutie.
Like that.
This is definitely something my mother would have worn.
Vintage 60s prep, that is, again, was popular in the 90s and is popular again now. So that grunge prep was popular then, is still popular. Wear these with a pair of leather riding boots, or wear this with, Doc Martens, a ribbed shirt underneath, a thermal with Henley with a couple of buttons on the front. That whole look is back from the 90s.
With a little turtleneck underneath.
Yep. And Country Fair is the tag on it, but metal zipper in the back, and this type of acetate lining is what's going to give you the clue that this is definitely true vintage from the 60s and not current or 90s vintage.
Super cute. Another one that I love. How cute is this?
That's adorable.
Again, another little cigarette pant outfit.
It's
So
like a
cute.
little it's like a little clown
pom-poms,
pom-poms on the front of it, like a clown suit almost, with some soustache embroidery on the front, and then this is like grandma's Afghan tassels on the bottom. I don't know, but
so cute,
adorable.
This one is actually tagged too. It's Trissy.
Very cute, very 60s mod.
Love
Go.
And feels like it's fully lined as well, so
Very cute.
super cute.
This is some great stuff, by the way, and if I didn't already know her, I'd probably shove her out the front door and
mug me
steal
on
it.
my way to the car and steal it. Another little dress.
perfect. Little drop waist with some, it's hard to tell in the picture, I'm sure, because of the pattern is really busy. But drop waist with some pleats on the bottom. It is a lightweight, very thin fabric. This is definitely handmade because it's unfinished at the bottom. There's no seam.
It's actually got a tag on it though.
Oh, okay. Well, it might have been unfinished on purpose then, for you to do your own hem for the whatever length you want it, because it's definitely unfinished. You can see it's like a raw cut of the fabric on the bottom. So if there's a tag, it might have been like this on purpose, kind of like when men buy dress pants and they're they're unfinished and unhemmed.
It's 100% tri-cut.
Oh,
Arnell acetate. So that's a size. It was a size 10.
Yeah, this would fit like a size 10 Barbie doll.
Not in this world.
It's definitely a small, current small.
Yeah.
And it's definitely dead stock because this is a cardboard tag right here. So this is a current small, which means that somebody might have purchased this and then hemmed it themselves. So I would sell it just as it is, and again, let somebody hem it.
Cool.
Maybe somebody wants it right to the knee. Someone wants it right under their butt.
Again, here's
More
that
fun. Every single thing she's pulling out is great.
It's amazing. I told you.
Oh my God.
Look at this.
And I think she cherry picked. She only brought over the good stuff.
This is the entire haul, actually. I just cherry picked the store. And there's more. I probably could have shoved more in my pile and she would have took it, but.
Wow, this is a great fabric too. Oh my God. This looks almost like an early Lily Pulitzer fabric. It's not, but it looks like it.
It's again, it's that kind of a crepey, almost taffeta feeling.
Also fully lined with tags. It's not a handmade dress.
Again, out of California.
Jolyn
of California. I love the little bow at the top. It's so mod.
Very cute. And this is a good size too. So this looks like a current medium, like a size 8 to 10 currently, which is a great mid size. It's not extra small.
That's probably $100 dress.
At least.
Yeah.
Maybe $129.
$129.
That's going to photograph really well. And the
That
color
is
is going to
true.
pop in the gallery photos, so.
This is out of control.
Is this like Elvis's jumpsuit? What is happening? Half of it?
This, I don't know, this like reminds me of like R2-D2 almost.
I was just gonna say TARDIS,
Yeah,
so it
yeah,
could be an R2-D2
yeah,
costume.
it's just like it's so
Doctor Who, I don't know what's happening here.
Exactly. But again, it's a women's, but I think obviously a man could probably wear this as well if he doesn't mind the buttons being on the wrong side. But
again, this says the same thing as the other shirt, same brand, 100% texturized polyester double knit, made right in the USA.
I mean, how hideous and glorious is this? I can't
definitely
even.
R2-D2-ish.
I love it. Ugh.
Why didn't you have this for Halloween? Somebody would have bought that as an R2-D2 costume.
So because of the pattern, I'm probably gonna put this up for about 60 to 70.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely be using different types of hashtags depending on where you're listing that. I would be putting like TARDIS and R2-D2 and Star Wars. Not in the title, that's keyword spamming. But you can put it in your description that this would be great for a Halloween costume, and then search will pick that stuff up. SEO will pick that stuff up. Put it as themes when it's in eBay. You can add it as a theme when it's on, different platforms. You can add it as a keyword. That's where you want to put in things like that. You can't, again, not in titles because that's keyword spamming, but other places you can pick it up for that kind of stuff.
This is a two-piece little shell or cami and blouse set.
It's like a sheer blouse.
Again, it's got that almost neon day glow pink thing going on. It's another Teddy of California.
Very chiffon feeling. But again, we've got this big, wide, pointy collar. So yeah, very 60s, 70s right here. This is a 70s collar, but like 60s colors.
And then you've also got these like little, they're button cuff, but they're split.
Oh yeah.
At the end. So that's a cute little detail.
So you could wear it like that. Almost like a French cuff. Cute.
Super cute. I'm probably thinking that these had maybe a skirt or a pair of pants that originally came with them as well.
Much better not though.
Yeah.
Like the whole outfit's a bit much.
Yes. This one I also think had a pair of pants or something.
Probably.
That originally came with it, but this is just a super cute tank top.
Cute by itself though, for sure.
Little croppy top.
Kristenfeld.
Kristenfeld.
Zip in the back. So it's not a handmade.
No.
It's in good shape too.
Yeah.
It's got a little spot here on the front maybe, but it's not bad. I don't know if that's a spot or a pull.
It looks like a little spot.
But I think that will come out. This is a decent fabric to clean. This is a polyester. It's like it has kind of a satiny finish, but it's polyester, so it's cleanable. Polyester and nylon, very forgiving fabrics.
Cute. This I love as well.
Ooh.
Isn't that cute?
It looks like denim. It's not, but it's like a very thick textured like polyester, double knit polyester.
Polyester knit.
Yep.
I love the pattern. I love
longer
the colors.
sleeve, kind of like a half sleeve, not a 3/4 sleeve, but like a half sleeve.
This
like
one is
chevron.
Is labeled as well. This is Beeline Fashions.
Great stuff.
So very 70s. Love it.
So we're at about 45 minutes. I'm gonna say let's pull 5 more really good ones.
There's only about 7 or so left.
All right, let's do them all then.
All right, so this
Ooh.
one.
I see lots of layers of things.
Yes, so this.
Ugh, this would have been a good roper romp.
Exactly. This reminds me of Endora in Bewitched.
Tangerine Dreams right here.
Yes. Obviously, I think it probably
back a little bit back.
Probably came with
camera, so they can see how it
came with a nightgown originally.
Oh yeah, so this is a.
I would have died had the nightgown been with it.
Or a topper.
And then it's got this.
It's a double layer, so it's got this tangerine with like a deep red underneath it. It's like a robe.
Yeah.
It's definitely a topper that would go.
Definitely a great size.
It's huge. It's what we'd call a full sweep when you're talking about negligees and things like that. If you want to hold this right here, you'd call it a full sweep because it comes all the way out and it has lots of layers. And if you can photograph it with stuff hanging out like that, that's how you want to describe it.
Very flowy.
If you can find a tag on it too, depending on the brands.
Yeah, I don't think this one has a tag.
No, they're usually inside on a seam.
Oh wait, here it is.
Oh wait, I see it.
There it is.
So this is actually a good brand. It is Marai, Marai. If she had the bottom piece to this would probably be a $300 set. Even still, just the topper, I think you're going to get over $100 for.
Yeah, okay. I love it.
Very glam. Hollywood glam right here. It's gorgeous.
Yes, yes.
I'm jealous. I like that piece a lot.
All right. Another cute little dress.
What did you say you paid for this whole lot?
$275.
I think Katie's gonna make this the picture.
Right.
Very cute.
How cute is this?
Little ruffle on the bottom.
This one is also...
It buttons at the top, like the little on the shoulders, which is a very 80s thing. But this is not an 80s style dress. So this is a very 60s dress. And if you look at this little tag.
Super cute little tag even. Copycat.
Copycat. K-O-P-P-I-E. Copycat. K-A-T. So cute.
I love all my stuff.
I love all of it and I hate her.
All right. Look at these colors, you guys. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?
Now she's just making me angry.
This doesn't have a name on the label, but it just says it's 100% again with the virgin acrylic fiber.
Because there's a lot of slutty acrylic fiber out there. I don't know if you can cut that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, super cute. Very, very mod.
Yep.
More
cigarette
pants wear. Super cute. I'll go a little faster so we can get this over with.
Because we also have to show the puppy in a minute.
Oh yes, puppy. Puppy. Oh my God, you guys. So this is just a, you know, one of those 70s kind of disco-y
watercolor
blouse. Abstract.
Big collar.
Blah, blah.
Disco, blah, blah, blah. What does it say on it? Oh, more Beeline Fashions. She showed that tag earlier. Beeline Fashions.
Fun. Okay. Cool. I think there's 4 more after this one.
Okay.
So another kind of little maxi dress.
Yep.
For a little.
Let's go this way.
For a little
very tiny
peanut-sized person.
Very tiny. Empire waist, but this one has like a little gathered bust line. You can see that a little bit, a little gathered right there.
Great colors, great prints.
Very long.
A little hostess dress.
Yeah, big slit up the side. Yeah, so whoever owned these clothings was definitely a little teeny tiny thing that liked to show off a really nice body, apparently.
Yeah.
Big slits at the side, metal zipper in the back. Gorgeous, gorgeous dress.
Okay. This is just a
basic polyester, more polyester.
Polyester sweater.
Sweater weather. Little polyester knit.
It's another, what is that? Caper mates?
Caper mates. It kind of, this is almost a shawl collar because it doesn't quite have a collar.
Yeah.
It's a weird
collar.
It's a weird one.
But yeah, very vintagey looking.
Yeah, I would have grabbed that too.
Cute. Another maxi, color block maxi.
This is the same shape and style as the last one I just showed, with the
handmade,
gathered bust, handmade, but in a color block with red, black, and purple, which would look. This is going to look great on a mannequin, giving it some dimension.
Again with the metal zipper in the back.
I hear rustling.
There's one more after this.
Oh, this is nice.
Isn't that pretty?
Okay, so it's brown, but this isn't the case. Like, I don't hate browns.
Yeah,
and sometimes brown is really nice when it's a great shape.
This is super cute.
So let's hold this up a little bit. So this is, it's got white contrast piping and it's a white floral. This is not a mini dress, but it's definitely like right just to the knee.
Yeah.
Almost like a fit and flare or almost a skater dress.
The dress is fully lined, but the
sleeves are kind of sheer. Long sleeve. The big wide belt. It is lined inside. You can kind of see that acetate lining with the metal zipper. So this is still a very 60s dress. It's not, is that pockets? What? No, it doesn't have pockets.
I was like, what?
I got excited there for a second.
What?
With pockets. But it's a skater's, like it's got a full circle dress, circle skirt. That's what it's thinking.
So cute.
Very cute.
All right, last one.
Is that Miss Sony?
I don't know. There's no tag. Clearly there used to be a tag. So I'm thinking it's very Missoni-esque.
This is very, very possible that this is vintage Missoni. So Missoni is known for knits and sweaters, which is what this is. This is a sweater knit. It's also very much known for the multicolor flame stitch, which is what this is. This could very well be a vintage Missoni. I don't
halter.
It's a halter. It has the a zipper in the back. It did have a tag. It is not handmade. I would definitely do some investigating because this looks like it could be what a Missoni tag. It's got red along the top, which the Missoni tags have red.
Okay.
I would do a little bit of research there. It's got this little elastic top because if this is vintage Missoni, the difference between this being a Missoni look is like this is a $150 dress versus an actual vintage Missoni would be like a $450 dress.
Exactly.
Because I just sold that vintage Missoni sweater for $375 and that was a men's sweater. Wow. And it was not 60s or 70s like this is. So
yeah, this is fantastic. One of my favorites too.
Yeah, this is great. And this is actually not a super small size either.
Nope.
And it has elastic in the back. So this could go like medium into a large. Love it. Love it. And I hate your guts.
She lied.
I lied.
She's not bringing the puppy.
Katie won't let me bring the puppy on air until we get to do it together. She's being mean, guys. So you're going to have to wait until Sunday. I'm sorry. Sorry about it, guys.
But I holded her and she's very sweet.
Guess you'll have to wait to see her on Sunday on the live show.
Anyway, bye.
Thanks for watching. Bye.